It is a beautiful, disgustingly muggy night in Mapleview Stadium. It is currently 87 degrees, 50% humidity. It's hot, it's sticky, it's gross, and it's the stage for Game 3 of Week 3 between the Autumnwood Starbucks and the Pecos River Trash Bandits. Jesse Morgan, a part of that big defensive line, looking to create all kinds of havoc for Joseph Levitan here tonight. And on the defensive side of the ball for the Bucks, Jason Sagan, the point of the spear. He is also going to be a serious problem if the Bandits cannot keep him contained. And in the biggest test in the history of this young team, the Trash Bandits again wade into enemy territory against a team that has looked all but unstoppable for the first 2 weeks of the season. The Autumnwood Starbucks in the cozy capital for the first time this year. The Bandits have won the toss. They will receive the first half kickoff. Matteo on the kick. Alton Hawk on the return. It's Bucks Bandits. Here we go. Alton Hawk going to start the return. Spins out of the first tackle across the 20 and down to the 21. And that is where Oscar Firth and this Trash Bandits offense will set to work. They'll start out of a single back. 3 wide receivers in the formation. Firth under center. He will hand off for Kuzensky. James Kuzensky a little hesitant to try and blast through the gap. Gets a couple of yards on that one. Donald Kahn makes the tackle, a 4-yard pickup for 22 in white. They'll load up a second tight end on the line. Firth again under center. He will pitch out for Kuzensky. This time Kuzensky finds the cut he wants and gets a big first down early for Pecos River. Definitely a good sign if you're on the Pecos River side of things to see Kuzensky breaking off a couple of good runs against this Autumnwood linebacking core. Bandits now go out of the I. 1 wide receiver to either side. 1st and 10 on their own 33. A short drop back for Firth. Screen pass outside for Paul Hines. Hines goes down awkwardly. He's holding at his hips. And this could be absolutely deadly. Another major asset with this Bandits team that is now injured. Paul Hines being taken out, and now Oscar Firth being taken out. A huge sack from Donald Kahn. Looking for the handoff to the fullback Keith Valley, and it's 3rd and long for the Bandits. Already crippled. Play action from Firth. Looks for options, throws underneath, makes the completion to Grant Kobos, and he's just short of the line to gain. And a heartbreaking 3 and out for the Bandits to start this game off. That is the last thing you wanted. A 3 and out, and to lose your number 1 receiver. Velasic gets the return to about the 27-yard line. And we'll see this Autumnwood offense for the first time today. Empty backfield, 5 wideouts in the set. Levitan drops back, throws over the middle, cutting inside is Mario Fowler, and a huge dagger right out of the gate for the Bucks. Beautifully run route by Mario Fowler, finds the opening he needs and just unleashes. That'll move them up to their own 47-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bucks. They'll bring Desmond McCullough into the backfield. Levitan checks down for Fowler, and Fowler gets another solid gain. I believe it was Alfredo Harris there on the tackle on a 9-yard pickup. 2nd and 1, the Bucks now in Bandits territory. Levitan drops back from center, throws off his back foot, completes to Daryl Ing. My goodness, what a throw. That is one of the hardest throws you will ever see somebody try to do. Your body is going completely the opposite direction you're throwing the ball, and for him to get that kind of zip on it is no nonsense. Four wide receiver set. They'll bring Malcolm Phelps, the fullback, into this one. Phelps looking outside, going to be stood up at the line, but it will be a 1st and goal for Autumnwood. Interesting to put Malcolm Phelps back there by himself as the fullback. And it will be a 1st and goal on the Bandits' 8. They'll bring McCullough back into the backfield. Four wide receiver set. They'll hand off to McCullough. McCullough looks for a lane, and McCullough has the touchdown. Desmond McCullough putting rubber to the road and gets just enough for the Bucs score. John Patillo lined up for the point after. Kick is up on the way, and it's good. 7-0 Bucs with 7:15 to go in the first quarter. And very much the question at this point in the game, early though it may be, is can the Bandits bounce back? Alton Hawk again on the return. He will not even make it to the 20. And they'll go to work on their own 17 to start the drive. Firth out of the shotgun. 3 wide receiver set. Kuzenski in his left pocket. He will play action to Kuzenski. Firth steps up, tries to spin free, and he will be about a half yard over the line as Jorge Gibbs brings him down. It'll be a yard pickup here. They'll keep the formation. They'll flip the side for Kuzenski. A short drop back for Firth with time. Steps up, pulls out of a tackle. Oscar Firth going for a jog. Defense closing down on him. Keeps the stiff arm up. And look at the fight out of Oscar Firth. Absolute fearlessness from Oscar Firth here. Doesn't find any options downfield. Bulls down Donald Southall and goes on a scamper. And they'll be about 2 yards shy of midfield with a fresh set of downs. Firth again out of the shotgun, 3 wide receiver set. He'll hand off for Kuzenski. Kuzenski looking for room to run, and he'll still get a couple of good yards out of that one the hard way. Three-yard pickup here. 4 wide receivers set now for the Bandits. Firth remains in the shotgun. He'll keep Kuzenski in the backfield with him. They'll go again to Kuzenski. Kuzenski finds his lane upfield, and he'll pick up another couple. I don't think there's a grittier runner in the Vtuber Football League than James Kuzenski. He is willing to do the dirty work, always. 3 wide receivers set here. Firth drops back from center. Looks for options, dials up far sideline, reeled in by Grant Cobos. Cobos puts the stiff arm to 2, maybe to 3 men, and it's a 1st and goal for the Bandits. Grant Cobos puts the hard hat and the lunch pail on and goes to work. I formation on 1st and goal at the 3. Everybody on the line. It's a bunch of bulls digging in. Who's gonna have it? James Kuzenski wraps it around for the score. And that is a statement in and of itself from Pecos River. We are not going to go away. Extra point attempt coming up from Dale Leal. Kick is up, and it is good. 7-7 your score with 4 minutes 14 to go in the first quarter. The Bandits are here for a scrap. Leal with a booming kick away. It'll be William Polasic on the return. Gets just across the 25, down right around the 26. And the Bucs drive will start with 4 wide receivers. Levitan under center. It'll be a pitch outside for Desmond McCullough. McCullough tries to reverse field and slamming the door on him is this Bandits defense. Solid work. The Bucs will spread out the offense. They'll keep McCullough in the backfield. A deep drop back. Throw under pressure from Levitan. Just manages to get it away to Terry Kennett. Levitan from the shotgun on 3rd and 6. A short drop back. Looks over the middle. Great timing on the deflection. Phenomenal bit of work. Marvin Smith, the strong safety, getting in there and giving no room for Levitan to put that ball in. And the Bandits force a 3 and out. The boot is away from Laskowski. Hawk spins out of 1 tackle and runs, unfortunately, directly into Daquan Murray. But the Bandits will still have great field position just inside their own 44. 3 wideouts in the set, single backfield. Play action from Firth. Firth looks for options, pump fakes, drops back, dials up deep. Almost had Grant Cobos. Oh man, that was fingertips away. Fingertips, I say. Single backfield now for the Bandits. Double tight end set. 1 wide receiver to either side. Firth drops from center, dials up over the top, and this is going to get thrown away incomplete. Third and 10 now. Firth from the shotgun. 3 wide receivers, 2 left, 1 right. No drop back for Firth. Screens outside for Kuzenski. James Kuzenski lowers the boomstick. What a run! And on a fresh set of downs for the Bandits, we are going to have to go to another ad break here. We will see you in just a second. Pecos River out for throats tonight in week 3. Don't go away. We welcome you back from the commercial break. It'll be a handoff here for James Kuzenski. Kuzenski looking for a lane upfield. Spins out of 1 tackle. Stiff arms another. James Kuzenski is going to do this all by his damn self. Anyway, you join us in a 7-7 game here in week 3 of the Vtuber Football League. The Autumnwood Starbucks tied with the Pecos River Trash Bandits, who are currently fighting like the Waffle House raccoons that they are. We love the Trash Pandas, and the Trash Pandas are going to work here. A short drop back here for Firth, under pressure, and he's ripped down by Carl Piper for the sack. Four-yard loss there. 2nd and 14 now on the Bucks' 31-yard line. Firth drops back from center, tries to get a quick throw, gets it on the run. What a throw here. And I think this is the man that is taken over Paul Hines' spot with him being out with an injury. I believe, yes, that is Anthony Daniel, the very bottom of the depth chart for this receiving core for Pecos River. 3rd and 10 at the 27-yard line. A deep drop back for Firth. Pressure coming, ball is loose, scooped up by Lawson. Oh, and Henry Lawson looking to make a run with it. Not quite able to do so. The big hit here from Piper. Couldn't bring the block. But he's like, well, at least I can recover the fumble and save what could have been a very bad situation. As we hit the end of quarter number 1, tied at 7 apiece. Leal lining up for a 40-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up from Leal on the way, just threads it in, and good. Bandits take a 3-point lead. The intensity is in the air early in this one. A little bit of a missed catch there from William Polasic. And for that, he's only going to get to about the 21-yard line. 4 wide receivers to start the drive for the Bucks. Levitan out of the shotgun. McCullough in his left pocket. Short drop back for McCullough. No, not able to get it to him, incomplete. Not sure if somebody got a hand in on that one or if it was just off target. Either way, it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now for the Bucks. They'll bring Levitan under center. A short drop back. Screen pass outside for Daryl Ing. Ing turns on the burners. Luther Dillon slams the door. A big first down pickup for Autumnwood. Daryl Ing has bloomed beautifully in only his only first full season so far in the VTFL, let alone with the Autumnwood Starbucks. 1st and 10 now on their own 45. Levitan out of the shotgun, shifts, looks for options, dials up, just out of the reach of Terry Kennett and incomplete. We will go 2nd and 10, 4 wide receivers, 3 right to the formation, 1 to the left. McCullough the lone back. They will pitch to Desmond McCullough. McCullough gets a bit of a cut upfield and a good 6-yard pickup. Luther Dillon there to stop him. Third down and 3. Still 4 wide receivers in the set. McCullough the lone back. They will go to McCullough. McCullough gets just enough room to get over the line for the first down. It'll be moved on to the Bandits' 43-yard line here for 1st and 10. The 4 wide out set remains. Levitan under center. He'll drop back. Shift. Look for options. And he's sacked. James Cross is the first of the brothers to get to him. Just gets the push off of Sperling. Gives him all the room he needs to run back there and get him. Backed up to the Bandits' 48 now is the Bucks offense. Levitan shifts, steps up and runs. He's going to have to go for it. He'll have a block. Gets just across the 20 and wrestled down at the 18. I don't think that was in any way, shape, or form how that play was intended to go. But good lordy, did Joseph Levitan take full advantage of it. Picks up a big block there, springs him loose downfield. First and 10 now for the Bucks. On the Bandits' 18-yard line. They're keeping the single back set, and Desmond McCullough gets absolutely bowled over Alfredo Harris with the tackle for loss. They will keep the same personnel on the field. It's been almost the entire drive they have run a set like this. Levitan lofts one up far sideline for McCullough, and McCullough just steps out of bounds. And so a 3rd down and 6 upcoming. Again, same personnel. Levitan under center. Pitches out for McCullough. McCullough just enough to pick up the first down. I think it was Bruce DeCamp making the tackle. And it's a 1st and goal for Autumnwood. Now on the Bandits' 6-yard line. Again, no change in personnel for the Bucks. Levitan pitches out for Desmond McCullough. McCullough undercut in the backfield. Marvin Smith making another great tackle. And then I'll back him up to the 10. Single backfield. Levitan under center, 4 wide receiver set. Levitan will go to McCullough. McCullough thought he had a lane. And crashing down on him is Omar Heron. 3rd and goal now on the Bandits' 3. Triple tight end set on the line. It's digging your heels time. Desmond McCullough is stuffed. Davenport slams the door and forces a field goal try for Autumnwood. That is a huge victory for this Bandits defense. Patillo on the way. Do I hear 6 for the left post? The field goal is no good. The Trash Bandits retain their 3-point lead. A short drop back for Firth. On a screen pass outside to Ralph P. And Ralph P. is off to the races. 10-5, end zone touchdown. Ralph P. running pissed off. Takes this 1 yard. Phenomenal blocking. And the extra point attempt here from Dale Leal is perfect. The Bandits lead by 10 on an 80-yard run from Ralph P. William Polasic will get a decent return here. He'll be stopped at about the 29. Looks like they'll have him at the 28. Empty backfield for the Bucs. 5 wide receiver set. Levitan from the shotgun. Sits. Looks for options. Nobody's moving. Levitan! Whoa, what in the world? It just turned into a staring contest. They'll bring Desmond McCullough into the backfield here. 1st and 10 on their own 45. Levitan back, throws near sideline, and Terry Kennett will make the snag. Stun locked, for real. Everybody was stun locked on that one. 1 yard pickup on the catch from Terry Kennett. Levitan back, looks over the middle for DeMarcus Wright. Alfredo Harris puts him to the grass. Third down and 3. Levitan from the shotgun. 4 wide receiver set. Levitan shifts, flush from the pocket, gonna have to run for his life. And he'll pick up the 1st down with his feet, though I don't think he wanted to. James Cross on the tackle. Absolutely right, Pliskin. It's not just a game about how you can out-muscle your opponent. It's how you can outsmart them, too. 1st and 10 now. A short drop back and a shift. Levitan flushed, almost intercepted. Bruce DeCamp had that one in his hands until the moment he needed it. And it will be 2nd and 10 for the Bucs. Still on the Bandits' 36-yard line. A handoff for McCullough! And he gets bowled out of the backfield. Bruce DeCamp is taking this game into his own hands. 3rd and 10 for the Bucs, backed up to the 37. Single backfield. Levitan, short drop back, throws near sideline, incomplete! Terry Kennett hit as he was trying to make the catch. Donald Tadlock stymieing the effort. And the Bucs gonna have to settle for a field goal here. This is from 53 yards out for John Patillo. Right post. No good. Okay, we're definitely gonna have to start checking these goalposts after this, because this is insane. Left and right at this point. At the 2-minute warning of the half, Firth drops back, throws near sideline, completes a throw to Grant Cobos. And Cobos will have the 1st down for the Bandits. That's a 6 for the uprights. That's 7. There was one earlier. Most of them being the left post. First and 10 now for the Bandits on the Bucs' 47-yard line. It'll be a handoff for Kuzenski. James Kuzenski had a gap for a split second. Ryan slams the door shut right on him. 4 wide receiver set here on 2nd and 7 for the Bandits. Firth out of the shotgun. We'll have a short drop back. Has time, steps up, throws over the top, completes it to his man, and he will have to score. Touchdown, Trash Bandits. Alton Hawk. And don't you forget it, the Bandits firmly in the driver's seat now. Extra point attempt on the way here from Dale Leal is good. And I cannot believe I'm saying this, but the Trash Bandits have a 24-7 lead. And the Bucs' offensive drive will start on their own 23. 48 seconds to go in the first half. Levitan steps up, tries to loft one outside. Looked like that was a bit of backyard football. The play broke down. And Levitan trying to connect something for Terry Kennett. Couldn't make it happen. 4 wide receiver set. Trips right of the formation. Levitan under center will hand off for Desmond McCullough. McCullough patiently waits for his blocks outside. And Luther Dillon will set him down at about the 27. Looks like just inside the 28 is where they'll mark it. Empty backfield for the Bucs. Levitan, pressure coming, shifts in the pocket, off his back foot, makes the catch, does DeMarcus Wright. DeMarcus Wright has become a reliable target for Joseph Levitan, and it's exactly why, making contested catches like that. It'll be up-tempo offense now for the Bucs. Levitan with a dagger over the middle and completes it at mid, just a little bit shy of midfield, or over, I should say, to Daryl Ing. 2nd and 5. They keep the up-tempo to the Bucs. Pressure coming. Levitan lofts one. Just a little too much on it. Incomplete. 3rd and 5 coming up for Autumnwood. Empty out the backfield. 5 wide receivers set on 3rd and 5. Levitan, dagger throw again for DeMarcus Wright. And again, Wright in the right place at the right time. That could have gone south very quickly. No question about it. They'll keep the empty backfield. A quick snap here. Levitan dials up over the top. Lewis Spinney. Touchdown, Starbucks. And this is the biggest threat of this Bucs offense. Just how fast Joseph Levitan can get the ball out of his hands and into the hands of Lewis Spinney. 2-point conversion coming up, trying to bring this game to within 9. Levitan back over the middle, incomplete. Omar Heron swatting that one down. The deficit stays at 11. And we're starting to see maybe some rookie mistakes out of Joseph Levitan. Couple of off-target throws. But the Bandits keeping this one ahead by double digits. 5 seconds to go. They'll have time for maybe one more play. Berth out of the shotgun. Will hand off for James Kuzenski, and Kuzenski gets wrestled to the turf, and that will bring the first half to a close. Pecos River lead 24-13 over the Autumnwood Starbucks. Autumnwood dominating the time of possession. But that number, 127 yards after the catch, is what has the Bandits in the position they are in right now. And for the Bucs, it really does seem like maybe the cracks are starting to show Second half kickoff is away from Leal. And it will be William Polasic starting the return, looking for a lane. He gets across the 30 and is down at the 34. And so the Bucs offense will start from the 34. 4 wide receiver set, trips right of the formation, Levitan under center. A short drop back, looks for the screen for Mario Fowler, and Mario Fowler is picking up feet across midfield. A little bit of a cut in from Luther Dillon. Fowler keeps pace, and Fowler will score. Touchdown, Autumnwood. A simple, tiny mistake from Luther Dillon, cut in just a little too early. And Mario Fowler stays the course and gives the Bucs an early counterpunch. And now a 2-point conversion attempt. Single back set. Levitan back from center, shifts in the pocket, and he is sacked. James Cross gets to him again. They're finding the cracks and fighting back is absolutely right. 24-19, your current score. Nobody's out of this one just yet. The drive will start for Pecos River from their own 28. Single backfield, double tight end set on the line. It'll be a handoff for Kuzenski, and the rush off the edge from Polasic brings him down in the backfield. It'll be about a 1-yard loss. Back to the 26 now. 2nd and 11. Berth out of the shotgun. Drops back. Has time. Throws over the middle. Completes for Orlando Bennett. And this will definitely be a 3rd and manageable for Pecos River. It'll be 4 yards to the line to gain. Bandits out of the eye. Loading up in the middle. Berth on the screen. What a play from Ralph P. And he's about a hair short of the line to gain. The punt is away. The catch made by Polasic, and Polasic will be down at the Bucs 30. And an empty backfield to start for Autumnwood. Levitan from the shotgun. Short drop back, looks over the middle. What a swat from James Cross. No, I'm sorry, that's 76, not 75. I believe that is Henry Lawson putting the mitts up there. And 2nd and 10, still an empty backfield for the Bucs. Levitan, short drop, steps up in the pocket to throw, completes to Fowler. Fowler can't get himself inbounds. It'll be a gain of about a yard. They'll bring McCullough into the backfield here on 3rd and 9. Levitan shifts, steps in the pocket, throws across his body, makes the catch, does Desmond McCullough. Solid work out of Desmond. That'll move it to a 1st and 10 from the Bucs 45. They'll spread the offense here. 4 wideouts, Levitan under center. A deep drop back for Levitan. Flushed, and James Cross has triplets. The offensive line continues to double up on Austin Cross, and little do they know, the other brother is sitting on the other side, and it's a 7-yard loss to pay for it. Backed up to their own 38 is Autumnwood. A pitch out for Desmond McCullough. McCullough rounds the corner, and McCullough gets an 11-yard, actually more than that, 18-yard pickup, and a big 1st down for the Bucs. Just that little bit of hesitation there from Lewis Borders was all it took to give Desmond McCullough the room he needed to work. Now Autumnwood on the Bandits' 43-yard line. 4 wide receivers set. Levitan back from center. Steps up in the pocket, checks down for Fowler, and Fowler's ripped to the turf by Omar Heron. A 3-yard pickup on that one. 2nd and 7 now on the Bandits' 40 or Autumnwood. Levitan from the shotgun will hand off again for Desmond McCullough. McCullough tries to round the corner, will not do it this time. Marvin Smith, the strong safety, there to stymie the effort. 3rd down and 1. Levitan from the shotgun, 4 wide receiver set. He will go to McCullough again, and the door is slammed shut by Alfredo Harris. And a 52-yard field goal try coming up here from John Patillo to bring this game to within 2. He's got it. 24-22. Pecos River. The Bucks aren't done yet. Five minutes, 20 seconds to go here in quarter number 3 of game number 3. Pecos River holding on to a 2-point lead. And they will start this drive out of the eye on their own 21-yard line. 1 wide out either side. A deep drop back for Firth, and Firth is brought down by Carl Piper. Firth saw Piper coming, but saw it all too late. A 6-yard loss backs them up to their own 15. 4 wide receivers set. Firth out of the shotgun. A short drop. Shifts. Throws deep. Over the shoulder. What a phenomenal catch by Ralph P. Let's get rowdy is right. Every time this Bandits team has gotten punched in the mouth, they're throwing a haymaker right back. This is a gutsy football team. 1st and 10 on the Bucks 48. They'll hand off for James Kuzenski. James Kuzenski has a lane, and he has a 1st down. Oh, I was starting to think he was going to break that one free for a second, but nope. It'll get him a 1st and 10, though, on the Bucks 34. Firth again out of the shotgun. 4 wide receiver set. They'll hand off to Kuzenski one more time. Kuzenski spins out of his first tackle and will pick up about 3, maybe 4 yards. Donald Southall making the tackle. Second and 7, just shy of the Bucks 30. Bandits go to the eye. 1 wide out either side of the formation. Another handoff for Kuzenski. And now they seem content to let James Kuzenski do his work. Puts the stiff arm to Keith Soto, but is corralled out of bounds just shy of the line to gain. 3rd and 1. Bandits knocking on the door. 4 wide receivers set. First from the shotgun. He'll go to Kuzenski, and Kuzenski gets just enough to move the chains. The Bandits are in the red zone. Or forgive me, just outside of the red zone, sitting just outside the 20-yard line. And on the 21, Bucks out of the Bucks throwing a little bit of defense back. Bandits out of the eye. It'll be another handoff for James Kuzenski. Kuzenski's got blockers. He'll pick up about 9. Keith Soto doing everything he can to keep this trash bandit running back in line. They'll stay 4 wide receivers. Firth in the shotgun again. 2nd and 1. A short drop back. Firth, crossbody! Just over the hands. And incomplete for Orlando Bennett. And it'll be 3rd down and 1. Firth will move under center. 3 wide receivers set. Kuzenski the lone back. They'll go to Kuzenski. Kuzenski's got blockers, and Kuzenski's got a 1st and goal. This Bandits offense is basically being left free to their own devices right now. They are playing exactly the kind of game they want. Up close, down and dirty, take them 3-4 yards at a time. A handoff for Kuzenski, and he cashes in! Touchdown, Bandits! And this is what that kind of offense can do. Chunks at a time, making them fight and scratch and claw for every yard. Eventually, you're gonna get tired. And eventually, they're gonna take advantage. Extra point through, clean as a whistle. 31-22 Bandits. 53 seconds to go in the third quarter. That was a hard, gritty run the whole way back. Kickoff is away. Polasek on the return, gets stood up just before the 30. That was a 10-play drive that the Bandits just went on. And that is exactly the kind of game Pecos River likes to play. First and 10 now for the Bucks on their own 28-yard line. They'll pitch out for Desmond McCullough. McCullough gets a little bit of a block from DeMarcus Wright, but unfortunately can't do much with it as Luther Dillon runs him down to the outside. And thank you for the refill of the tanks, Racky. I will. On 2nd and 8, 30 seconds left to go. Levitan back from center, checks down. Levitan put the ball on target, but Desmond McCullough couldn't quite reel that one in. 3rd and 8, under 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. From under center, Levitan, pressure coming, flush from the pocket, and Cross gets him again. James Cross is having a field day in this Starbucks backfield. And the Bucks offensive line just does not have an answer. And a punt away for the Bucks. Herbert Laskowski will punt this off to the left. Hawk makes the snag, gets just across the 45. Four seconds to go in the third quarter. Bandits lead by 9. Berth will hand off again for Kuzensky. This time Kuzensky cannot get away from the pressure. Richard Kelm wrapping around and bringing him down. And we enter the fourth quarter. Bandits lead 31-22. Possible that we may have an upset on the horizon, and James Kuzensky is going to do everything in his power to make sure it stays that way. Touchdown, Pecos River! The strength, the grit, the raw power and determination of James Kuzensky. Has got the Bandits firmly in the driver's seat. A huge, huge touchdown from James Kuzensky. And now Autumnwood is really going to have to dig deep. Absolutely, Emerald. They just keep running because the Bucks have not been able to stop him. Empty backfield from their own 25 for the Bucks. Levitan shifts in the pocket, steps up and throws into double coverage, and Daryl Ing reels it in. That might have been the greatest catch of Daryl Ing's career. With time, with room. And the Starbucks, maybe out of desperation given the current situation, are now firing on all cylinders. They go to McCullough again. He'll pick up about a yard. Yeah, Ing had to rip that ball right back out of the defender's hands. From the 21, Levitan back from center, takes advantage of the coverage, and Desmond McCullough looking to show he's got a little bit of grit and a little bit of heart too. This is insane is right. but the Bucks are knocking on the door on the Bandits' 10-yard line. Levitan from under center goes to McCullough. Luther Dillon swings him down to the turf. Four wide here. Levitan out of the shotgun. He will go again for McCullough. Desmond McCullough with a block, and Desmond McCullough with a score. Not just yet, says Desmond McCullough. Extra point attempt from Patillo is good. The deficit is 9, with 9:25 to go in the final quarter. In any other league, that would have been blown for holding. Well, that's the beauty of the Vtuber Football League. We do not feel it is necessary to throw a penalty flag or two every other play, if you're lucky. And the Bandits will go out of the eye on their own 22. 9 minutes, 21 seconds to go. It'll be a handoff for James Kuzensky. Kuzensky gets broken free with a pancake block, trying to turn the corner, but he's corralled out of bounds. About a 1-yard pickup here for the Bandits. They'll go single backfield, 3 wide receiver set. Berth drops back from center, looks for options, throws opposite sideline, reeled in. And it'll be a solid catch here. Anthony Daniel making the reception. 3rd down and 4 on their own 28-yard line. Firth out of the shotgun, 3 wide receiver set. A short drop back. Oscar throws outside, makes the completion, and the first down for Grant Kobos. And Kobos getting just enough to move the chains on that one. The Bucks now very much in trouble. They need a big defensive stand here if they're going to come out of this one, and they're not going to get it by letting Kuzensky run like that. They'll move it out to the 39-yard line. 7-yard pickup. 2nd and 3. Berth now under center. The Bucks load the box. Play action. Pressure coming, and he's sacked. The Bucks defense, you had to change something, and now they're loading up the box. I think that might have been 8 or 9 guys in there. And now it's a 3rd and 7 for the Bandits. Berth under center. Play action. Looks for options. Shifts in the pocket. Gets the throw outside for Kobos. And Grant Kobos again moves the chains. The Bandits are bending, but the Bandits are not breaking. Six minutes to go in the game. Bandits lead by 9. Berth drops from center, picks up on the block, tucks and runs. Oscar Firth throws across his body. What a great play! And a spin out from Grant Kobos. Oh my goodness, so much happened on that play. I'm having trouble keeping track. The backyard football ability of Oscar Firth. Runs this outside, throws across his body for Kobos. And Grant Kobos, the rock steady to Oscar Firth's bebop, now has the Bandits on the Bucks 33. A deep drop back again for Firth. Dagger throw up the middle, completes to Anthony Daniel. And the Bandits have a 1st and goal. Oscar Firth is throwing this ball fearlessly. They'll go now out of the eye. 1 wide receiver to either side of the formation from the Bucks 8-yard line. They'll hand off for Kuzensky. Kuzensky in a foot race with William Polasic. and just gets bailed out by Keith Soto. Kuzenski almost had another one. It'll be second and goal on the Bucs 3-yard line. Everyone on the line, dig your heels in. This is going to be a ram fight. Firth outside to Nathan Warner for the score. Firth, Warner, nail, meat, coffin. Extra point attempt off the left post and no good. We are at 8 doinks so far tonight. Another 10-play drive for the Bandits. They are absolutely in their element. Pulisic will make the fair catch from the end zone. The ball will be moved up to the Bucs 25-yard line. 4 minutes and 7 seconds to go. And do you think this might be desperation mode time for Autumnwood? A check down throw completes to Terry Kennett at about a 9-yard pickup here. And for the first time this season, Joseph Levitan and the Starbucks offense are back on their heels. A short drop back from Levitan. Over the top, completes for DeMarcus Wright. And they'll be moving the chains. Ball down just inside, or just outside, the Starbucks 45-yard line. Credit where credit is due. This Bucs team is showing grit. It'll be a 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line. Levitan will pitch out for Desmond McCullough. McCullough might have a lane. He almost does. About 9 7/8 on that one. Second and less than a yard on the Bandits 43. Levitan from under center. Drops back. Quick pop and throw over the middle. Completes it to DeMarcus Wright. The Bucs still fighting tooth and nail. Tooth, antler, and hoof for this one. And they'll burn their first timeout to stop the clock with 2 minutes, 5 seconds to go. A deep drop back for Levitan. All kinds of time. Gets the throw away to Terry Kennett. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Darrell Ing. My mistake. And now the Bucs gonna go up tempo here. Gonna try and push the momentum. The Bandits defense shifts up. Levitan shifts in the pocket. Goes back in the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Autumnwood! Darrell Ing climbing the ladder to go and get that one. 2-point conversion coming up here for the Bucs. They'll empty the backfield. Levitan shifts, looks to the corner. Nothing. Falls incomplete. And again, the deficit is 9. The Bucs looking for an onside kick. Patillo boots this one away. And making the catch pretty as you please. And now, if you're Autumnwood, you've got to be thinking turnover. You need a fumble, you need an interception, you need something, because the Bandits might just be able to take the wind out of your sails. The Bucs burn a timeout. 1 minute, 44 seconds to go. 2nd and 5. Firth out of the shotgun, hands off for Kuzenski. Kuzenski gets a solid run upfield. And it will be the final timeout burned by Autumnwood to stop the clock. 1 minute, 35 seconds to go. Bandits lead by 9. A handoff for Kuzenski, and Richard Kelm finally is able to stop the attack. And we will have a 57-yard field goal try from Dale Leal. Kick is up. On the way. Just to the right, no good. And could be, might be, a breath of life for Autumnwood. Empty backfield from their own 41. Levitan with time over the middle, completes the throw to Darreling. And the no-huddle offense begins. The Bucks have no way in the timeouts. They're out of timeouts. They can't stop the clock that way. Ing wrestled down at midfield. 35 seconds, clock still ticking. Autumnwood scrambling to the line. We'll see a defensive shift from the Bandits. We will. Pressing up at the line. Levitan with time over the middle, swatted down. What a phenomenal play from Alfredo Harris. And with 23 seconds left, 3rd and 5 for Autumnwood. Short drop back for the shotgun. Levitan outside for McCullough. Can't turn upfield. 4th down and 2. 19 seconds to go. 4 wideouts. Levitan under center. McCullough the lone back. McCullough is stuffed! Marvin Smith slams the door with a resounding crash. A handoff to Keith Valley, the fullback. He's going to get backed up big time, but it does not matter. In an act of textbook thievery, the Pecos River Trash Bandits have slain Goliath. The Bandits snatching victory